guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So patch 1.91 is up on the test server. That is right, guys. We have our brand new Mauler hero. Let's go ahead and check her out. We're going to run through the skills and abilities and see how she looks. Guys, look at the character portrait. That is absolute insanity. We thought it was going to be a shield. It is not, guys. It is. It almost looks like Entendre 2.0. Anasta, I guess is the name. Absolutely crazy badass looking build in this. I love it, and a lot of players are just going to build it for the sheer look of it. That sword is massive. It is a massive. You can't even really fit it into the frame when you look at her, and then of course it doesn't have the build right there. Let's go through the skills and abilities. The Spiral Cleave. She breaks nearby enemy shields, so she's going to go through shields, dealing 280% attack rating damage to them twice, with the final blow knocking down all enemies before her. So if the enemies are stacked, she's going to knock down everybody, dealing 360% attack rating damage to them. If Anasta strikes the enemy she is currently in a confrontation with, the confrontation effect will be extended for 4 seconds. So it's going to keep the confrontation going on, and then of course the damage just increases more and more. Shattered Shields deals 220% attack rating damage to all enemies before her, which again, guys, if we're stacking the enemies, everybody before her, we don't know exactly what that means. Reducing their shield values by 30% for 7 seconds. If there are 2 or fewer targets within the attack range, the damage dealt is increased to 340%, and the enemy shield values are reduced by 50%. And then looking here, guys, enemy shields are respectively reduced by 40 and 60%. She is going to be a destroyer of shields. Damage values are respectively increased to 260 and then 380. Now, Confrontation, this is the one that was kind of working in tune with the ultimate ability. You initiate a confrontation with the nearest enemy target, immobilizing the target for 7 seconds. Not stunning them, so they're not going to be able to move for 7 seconds. While other nearby enemies are terrified for 1.5 seconds, similar to the Terrify that we see with a couple other heroes. So she's going to go in combat with one, terrify the other. She prioritizes her attack against the target she is confronted through the period, which is immune to taunts, during which time her skill deal additional damage equal to 6% of the enemy's max health, not to exceed 300%. The period lasts 9 seconds. Nearby enemies are terrified. She has a 2.5 second Terrify for nearby enemies. The enemy target that is in a confrontation with Anasta is unable to receive the majority of buffs from their allies, but will retain their pre-existing buffs. That's going to be a very interesting ability, because it doesn't really prioritizes her attack against the target she is confronting throughout the confrontation period. So it might be the same hero, but I don't see, we're going to have to see who she prioritizes there. And then the Mauler's Prowess. She gains 2 stacks of Brawler's Protection, reducing the amount of damage she receives by 16% per stack, and recovers 40% of her attack rating as health every second for 6 seconds. So she does come with a damage reduction and also a heal over time. This effect can be stacked up to 2 times. If Anasta receives damage that exceeds 10% of the maximum health from the enemy she is currently in a confrontation with, 1 stack is lost, and she initiates a counterattack that deals 320% attack to all nearby enemies. Again, guys, it seems like she has a lot of AoE abilities. Gains 3 stacks of Brawler's Protection, which can be stacked up to a maximum of 3 times, which means 3 times this 16% damage reduction. Then each stack reduces the amount of damage she takes by 20%, and she recovers 60% of her attack rating as health every 8 seconds. Interesting. And again, I'm pretty interested that they made her a warrior just like Entendre. We're going to have to see. I can see her being really niche with a couple teams. But overall, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how this works. Signature item, the Wind Cleaver. Throughout the confrontation period, she gains tenacity, which is good. And the duration of most debuffs she may be suffered is shortened by 15%. The number of enemies within the attack range is 2 or fewer. She deals 20% more damage to them. Throughout the confrontation period, she gains 30 tenacity. Now, tenacity is really high, and the duration of debuffs are shortened by 30%. Number of enemies is ranges 2 or fewer. She deals 35% more damage to them for 7 seconds. That's a pretty big buff right there. Let's check out her furniture. When Anasta deals damage to the enemy target she is currently in a confrontation with, she receives 1 stack of Brawler's Protection. This effect can be triggered once every 5 seconds. And then she gets 2 stacks of Brawler Protection when allied heroes with Brawler's Protection deal damage to an enemy. Wait, when she's in a confrontation, all allied heroes are granted 2 stacks of Brawler's Protection. So now it is going on the team. When allied heroes with Brawler's Protection deal damage to an enemy in a confrontation with Anasta, they will be immediately gain a stack of Brawler's Protection. This effect can be used once every 8 seconds. Brawler's Protection will be removed from allies when they suffer damage from the confrontation target, but they will not initiate a counter strike. This effect can be stacked 2 times. So if they're not taking damage from this confrontation target, they're going to keep those stacks, resulting in less damage. Very cool. Very, very unique. Very cool. Let's check out the arena, guys. See exactly what she can do and how this looks. There she is. So I think that's the confrontation. It's got kind of the battlefield right there. And there is the heal over time, guys. That's a pretty big heal. There's the fear. She feared everybody there. Here comes the ult. So it's almost like a whirlwind, and she feared heroes even backwards. There we go. She's got the shield up. Wow, guys, she is a monster. That just looks awesome. Let's try her in the arena. All right, so who did they give us in here? We have Brutus. You know what? I want to try her, and looking here, we don't have much burst damage, so I want to try her as a tank. Let's add some crowd control in there. Who do we got? We have Skarath to bring everyone together, and Thisu for some damage. I think this is going to be really bringing the heroes together is going to make a big difference. They go together. I want to see how her mitigation kind of works out, or how the heal over time works out. There's the ult taking down the knights. Of course, there's Thisu. Skarath has got everyone together, which again, I think that would work pretty well together. We're going to have to see where she works. We have a lot of crowd control in here. Look at that, guys. Look what Maro just did. That's the power of Maro. Maro is actually a pretty badass hero. 2.6, so she does a lot of healing in there. Look at Maro, 10 million. Maybe a little bit more support, so let's see. Get some crowd control in here. We'll get Brutus up here. Don't really have much support. We have Lucius. You know what? Let's bring her to the back. Let's bring Thisu in here. So she comes right to the front. There's the knockback from Leo. Took down both of the targets right there. She's right on the back of Maro. She's going to get stunned by Rowan. Nope, there's the big roar. You guys, that she got kind of completely burned down right there from Maro. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the survivability. Seems like if you can put her possibly like up front with a solid tank or even some more mitigation, it seems like the team's just kind of getting burned down. Yeah, I mean, we could even cheese it and do something with... Not too impressed right now. Not Not loving her right now, but we're going to have to see, because I'm sure Peggy's not the best target because they got multiple, but Nara, I had pick up Morrow. Actually take Morrow out of here. So she looks awesome, and boom, there's our crowd control, meaning all of these enemies are going to take more damage. Morrow goes down. So she looks just like absolutely crazy. Pretty decent damage, but again, we're going to have to deal with the survivability issues that we see with her. Alright guys, but that'll do it for our new Mauler hero, Anasta. She, visually guys, that is absolute insanity with how she looks. Absolutely crazy. Awesome, awesome, crazy looking. But we're going to have to see exactly where she's used. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.